EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Play action now, Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Down carry by Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw, Prescott. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Sticking with one.
With a third and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hyatt has got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Here we go.
Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And a double cover. Football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he returns this to the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
You got a mini base. Line up.
On play action, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Complete right side to Hyatt. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kenneth Walker, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. Tyler Lockett, and he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jordan Addison, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up. Trump. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Falcons have broken our tie. The extra point try now for Santoso. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Like Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He connects with Hyatt and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go. You're good.
That's out quickly to Bateman.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 6 brings up second and 9 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Here goes high.
Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Nolan Smith showing some bursts there to catch him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Prescott. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. They'll find Jones again, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 10. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, son.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Angel. Hey, 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ken Walker His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half, playing their game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Fields going to hold on to it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
11.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And now look at him go. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every